Alright everyone, settle down, pay attention. Pay attention. I said pay attention! That's right, I see you in there. Turn off the iPod. Alright. According to scripture, one of the purposes of Jesus coming to earth was to represent to us in a tangible and comprehensible way the very nature and essence of God. Indeed, according to the writer of Hebrews, Jesus is the radiance of his being God, the radiance of his glory and the exact representation of his nature. However, according to God, man cannot look upon him as he is without dying. Therefore, God needed to adapt his nature and take on a form that we could relate to with our five senses and yet survive. This process, becoming a man, was therefore not only the most rational way to accomplish this goal, but it was, to say the least, an enormous step of humility. Paul the Apostle wrote that Jesus Christ emptied himself, taking on the form of a bound servant, and the Greek word translated emptied means to make void, to render vain, or to make reputation. However, it implies an incredible descent to a lower, humbler state of existence. Perhaps this is why Jesus could state that his Father was greater than he, yet he was still God. He was not a representation of God. He was not simply an extension or an appendage of God. He was not an idol. He was and is God, but as a man. He set aside his transcendent nature to give a tangible glimpse of the true and living God. But there is another, even greater reason why he came. That reason being the death of God in order to save us. But more about that later. Where did I put my